Hi everyone, it's Justine here from Swim Style Patterns, and today I'm going to be talking you through how I turned this living room area and dining room area into a photography studio. So if you want to know how to basically make a photography studio on a budget, the correct lighting that you need to use, some different styling tricks that's really going to bring your own brand identity to the shoot, stay watching and I'll walk you through the steps. So here you can see the lineup of all the bikinis that we'll be shooting today. We don't have time to shoot everything, but we've made some beautiful new styles up in some amazing fabrics that we really want to get online for you guys. So you can see it's a mix of the scoop back pieces and bikinis and also the tulle top that I'm wearing in the video.
So this is the backyard. We didn't want to shoot out here all day because we didn't want Isabella to be too cold because it's actually the second day of spring today here in Australia. But we will definitely come out here and do some cool photos for just Instagram and the blog, maybe in front of the lemon tree, and just to get a bit of greenery behind it. The most important part of the setup is definitely your studio shoot background, in my opinion. This is going to give your photos a sense of your own brand personality and really tie in to your color palette and your styles. So it was really important for me to incorporate really warm, neutral tones. That's definitely what Swim Style is about. You know, we're a coastal brand, we're an Australian brand, so we really live in beautiful warm tones. So I've gone through our fabric stash. I actually only bought one of these meters of fabric because we already had this just in our sewing room. So the very white one on the background in the middle is actually a photography backdrop sheet, and you can buy these on eBay, you can buy them off Amazon for really quite cheap, I think around $30, and that's just going to give you a base and then you can kind of work around that. So I've gone into the sewing room and I've picked out the colors that we needed, and then I went and bought one load of 4 meters from Spotlight. And here I am just layering over the white background and the photography stand to give some texture to the background. So you can see I'm changing things in and out. I had already tried this. I did a setup through the week to see if it was going to work or not. And I definitely suggest you do that before your model comes to the shoot. But it's just really playing around with the tones and textures and seeing what works for you and your brand. But here you can see after all of it, I'm really happy with the result. So once you've got the fabrics hanging up and you've secured them so they're not going to fall down, you can even use pins on the side if you want that more structured look. I've just used a few different props to give some depth to the images. So I've used little stools that you can place vases on and give some different height. I've also brought in a vintage chair with some beautiful curved wood and rattan detail that Isabella, our model, will use to sit on and to stand on. I've gone through Mum's garden and I've picked some beautiful dark green tones that's going to contrast against the orange to give some more depth of color. I've got some beautiful maroon cushions just from my house. I actually went to the op shop on the way here and picked up the most amazing vintage bronze jug that you'll see in the photos that I'm just in love with. So it's definitely worth going and checking out some op shops for props as well. Here you can see I've just brought out one of our styles, the Grace Rashi, in one of the tones that we use a lot through Swim Style, that deep rust color, and I just want to hang it up and make sure that it works with the fabrics that I've hung up. And here I'm just playing around with the bottom sheet because that's going to come through as well. You want to make sure that there's no blues or there's no bright purples. That's going to bounce color back into the shot. So it's really important you keep those nice warm tones. Keep in mind when you are layering fabric that if you do put a bright blue or something in there, that's going to really warp the color of your whole shoot. So it's really important that you only use light warm colors that you're happy, and you do a few test shots yourself and make sure that you're happy with the color tone overall. Here you can see I'm bringing in all different little vases and some dried flowers and just some things I've picked up from my house. And it really suits our brand tone anyways, because that's just basically my styling choice. And now it's just about layering over the top of what you're doing. It's about finessing little touches, making sure everything is in the shot correctly, and you need to like move things out of the way. Obviously we had actually cleared out Mum's living room. We moved lounges behind the drop sheet. We moved her dining table. We did a lot to make sure that the backdrop was facing the direction of the light, because the windows are actually right behind the camera, so it's giving us the perfect lighting. I also wanted to make note of, in this video you can see I haven't fully cropped in to show you guys what it's going to be like through the camera lens, because I specifically wanted to show you that this is someone's house. This is my mum's house. This is a living room, and I just wanted to make it clear, you know, through the hallway you can see there's a dining table, there's another living area. You can do this at anyone's house if you've got enough space, if you've got the right lighting. You can do a really affordable shoot.
I'm Isabella, and today I'll be model of a swim style. I'm doing some preparation here. As you can see, this is my diet. I'm supposed to be eating this, but I'm prepared like this. And I'm a part-time model, but I do work in hospitality as well.
Sharon set up her tripod, her camera, she's done a few test shots with the lighting, and we're good to go. So it's really important that your model is completely across your brand tone and feel. So I took Isabella through our Pinterest board and took her through the ethics of swim style before we got started, so she could really take that on board when she's shooting. So we've done our test shots and we're jumping straight into the shoot now. Isabella's wearing the chic bandeau bikini, and we're just starting with some basic e-com shoots. After we spoke with Isabella about our brand tone, we really wanted to bring a sense of confidence to her and really show that the empowerment you can feel when you're wearing a handmade piece, and just the all-round happiness that we wanted to convey, that we really feel the joy of when we're making swimwear and when we're gifting friends that we can give an ethical gift to. So I really feel like Isabella nailed the brief. Now for our outdoor shots, we really wanted to utilize film, because film just gives the most beautiful finished image compared to digitals. And we're lucky enough that my mum is an avid photographer herself, so she already has this amazing Leica film camera. However, you don't need the best equipment for this. You can even buy a disposable film camera to achieve the film look. This is really just for that extra professional edge, but if you're on a budget, I totally recommend just buying a disposable film camera. Something else to keep in mind when you are shooting is, if possible, if you've got more than one person on the shoot, have someone on the camera but also have someone on their iPhone, or if you're lucky enough to have two cameras on shoot, doing little videos like you can see here. It really helps with if you are running any kind of advertising, or if you just want to put some videos instead of still shots on your Instagram and social media.
So much for watching, everyone. If you did like this video, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. It really helps us continue to make videos like this for you every single week, and all the sewing tips and tricks that we hope to bring you. If you have any questions, just add them in the comments below. I'll get to them right away. And thanks so much for watching. I really hope that this video gave you some tips that you can take to your small business, and really helped you identify what you can do on a budget in terms of a photography shoot. So thanks so much, and we will see you next Sunday. Bye.